My grandfather was in a concentration camp in World War II. And I heard stories from my mom would tell me about what her dad would tell her what it's like. And this was in Indonesia. He was married. This is before the war, had a kid. And the Japanese came in and took over Indonesia. And he was an auto mechanic. And they destroyed his auto shop, put him in a camp with the rest of the civilians in the local town in Indonesia. And basically, he was supposed to fix their vehicles. That's what the Japanese soldiers had him do. But he had a heart and he wanted to help people. So whenever there was people that were sick in the village, he would bring a battery to the outside of the camp, which hollowed out. And he'd have them fill it with medical supplies and they would bring it back in and he'd help people. My mom told us that stories that he would say when he got caught a couple times and they put him in the middle of the camp in a cage in the sun. And he had to stay sane. He had to use his arm, his body parts to measure the box over and over to keep with it mentally. So he went through a lot. And obviously the war ended and the Allies came and freed the camp. And he came out, he survived, and went to look for his wife and child, could never find them. My grandmother came over from Holland and was with the recovery of the island. They went to go work at the hospital, and she and my grandfather met, and they got engaged and all of that happened after. But my perspective on all of that was, if he can go through that hell, I can go through a volunteer week of cold, wet, and sandy volunteer program to become a Navy SEAL. If he can go through that, I can go through this. And I think some of those guys just need perspective. They just need to see a different side of things because everything seems so hard. Gotta get up early to go run. Dude, you get to get up early to go run. You don't realize how blessed you are. The opportunity, you just have to have perspective shift and see what other people have gone through. And now you're like, dude, I can keep my head up. I can do this. If they can do that, I can do this. And I think that's a big thing for you guys. Just have some perspective change on where they're at and what they're trying to do, because that changes everything. It truly does.